Well, we've heard it all week. From the big streamers, the guys that seem to be the fastest on the internet playing GT7. You can't be as fast in VR as you are on a flat screen. Just accept it, play it for the immersion, but you're not going to be competitive and you're not going to be fast. Well, I'm here to tell you that I have a different feel about it and I can prove it. Yes, you can be as fast, and yes, you can be faster, and yes, it will make you better. And yes, if you've got the setup and you're hesitant about buying it because of these reasons, I'm fixing to make it to where you get to spend that $550 by the end of this video buying that headset, because I'm telling you, you can be as fast, and I'm fixing to prove it to you. Now, here's what I said in my first PlayStation VR 2 video, and then we're going to get into it, and I'm going to show you how I've improved in PlayStation VR 2 on GT7. I'm not as fast yet as I am in flat screen, and a lot of the streamers who stream every day and they're really fast, they're talking about they're not as fast, they're not as fast. There is no reason why I won't be as fast. It's just a matter of learning when to brake and when to get on the gas, just like it is in any other view. You can't play bumper camera for 20 years, switch to this view and go, oh, I'm not as fast, not gonna make it as fast. It don't work like that. You're gonna have to catch up, but you're gonna get faster in VR, in my opinion, than you did on bumper camera, because it's more intuitive, it's more real, it's more like it would be in real life. Now so what I decided to do to prove that I could be as fast in virtual reality as I am on a flat television screen is go to different tracks and do the circuit experience 1 lap challenge thing and see if I could beat my best time. So, because if I could beat my best time, you know, within 30 minutes of trying, 40 minutes, something like that, then I felt like that was proving that I was at least just as fast, if not faster. So here we are at Road to Atlanta. I believe this is the Group 3 Volkswagen Beetle race car, which isn't a real car, but it's the car they give you to do that track experience. And here we're going to beat our best time. I think we beat it pretty good. You know, and it's just, I didn't just hear one streamer say this. I've heard many of them say, you're just not going to be as fast. You know, you just got to accept that and do it for the fun of it. No, 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 no. No way. You're in the same physics engine as you are when you're playing on flat screen. So the braking ain't different, the acceleration ain't different. The only thing different is your perspective. It's just like changing views on flat screen. Some people are on top of the car, some people are on bumper cam, some people are in the cockpit, some are on chase cam. Look at that record. It was a 18.3, now it's a 18.34. It was a 18.36. But here's the deal, it's faster. Here we are at Daytona, we're gonna do the same thing. I think Atlanta, I was within half an hour beat that record, and at Daytona, I think it was a similar situation. So what I was saying was, you're just changing your perspective of how you're viewing things. Yes, it's 3-dimensional. Yes, it feels like you are there in real life, except for your eyes aren't as good because everything's just a little bit blurry. But the perspective is that of real life. So there are many things that are easier to do in VR, and I can give you some examples. But there's no reason why, if you don't adjust your braking point, when you see the 100 board, you brake. Okay, maybe it's when you go by it, you brake. You know, things are going to be different than they are what you're used to. You cannot race, like I said before, in bumper camera for 20 years from GranTurismo 1 to now, switch to virtual reality and go, whoop, not as fast. You will get there. You will get faster. And there's some things that are much easier to do in virtual reality than they are on a flat screen. I'll give you an example. Like at Laguna Seca, when they have those massive sausage curves that would just throw your car all off balance, you see some of the faster drivers able to get outside of those and straddle them as they go through curves, and you're kind of thinking, if you're like me, I'm not going to take the chance. I'll just be a little slower, because you know, when I do hit them, it's devastating. In VR, that ain't nothing. I mean, I can get out there and just whoop right over those sausage curves, no problem. Make myself a little wider, you know, going around the curve so I can carry more speed than I used to could. It's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to control the car and put it through the apex and turn in at the right moment. It's just a matter of, one thing that does happen is it feels real, so the consequences in your mind, even though you know it's not real, part of your body subconsciously, like a dream, you know, in a dream you might be, you know, have see, look right here, 146.6, 146.4, 2/10, boom, just like that. In 30 minutes, I'm 2/10 faster. So in a dream, you know, if you're fighting somebody, your body keeps you from fighting in real life, but you're fighting somebody. So why does it keep you from fighting in real life? So you don't fight people that, you know, your wife or whatever, whoever, you know, is around. You know, it's kind of like that. Your body's fighting you and keeping you from going as fast as you could go. And so you have to give yourself time to recognize this isn't reality. I can go faster. If I wreck, it's no big deal because it's not real. I'm not going to wreck this $1 million race car. I'm not going to hurt myself. So you're kind of fighting your mind a little bit on pushing it. You're willing to push it more in flat screen because it's obvious you're sitting in your house. When you're virtual reality, your brain, you know, your mind subconsciously sometimes doesn't think you're sitting in your house. It thinks you're really doing this and you're being more cautious. I do feel like that is a real thing. You can see here at Trail Mountain, I'm going to beat my time. And I think I beat this one by a long ways. So let's just watch right here and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's just, this took maybe 20 minutes to do and I was already beating my time. So it's just not true that you can't be faster or as fast in VR. One of the other things I think that's happened in the last few days or the week or so since launch is that people are getting it in the headset and they're going, oh, does that look blurry? Oh, look at that tree, it don't look right. Or man, this is immersive, this is unbelievable, I can't believe this. They're getting enamored one way or the other with the headset and they're focusing more on those details that they see and what they look like and man, this looks real or this doesn't look right or what kind of lenses, you know, and not just driving, putting the headset on going, okay, let me try to be faster. They're just driving and going, oh, well, look, my time is a little off. Or let me try to be fast, but they can't help but get caught up looking at the details. And so I've been playing this game a lot. I mean, I've played a lot of video games since this thing come out because I can't put it down. I'm so in love with the headset and the experience. And I have really started to focus on being faster and driving and paying attention to my braking points and gotten over just looking at everything and started really trying to drive and get to be a better racer, you know, in general. So look right here, 152.2 from a 152.8, and wow, I just noticed Sarah is wearing a hat. If you didn't know Sarah was wearing a hat, leave it in the comments because I didn't know she had a hat on. The girl's got a black hat on. The whole time I thought that was her hair. Anyway, this is the deal. Now that I'm focusing on my driving, now that I'm concentrating really hard, I can get into that situation where I can get my times down and I can take advantage of the virtual reality experience to do that by being more aware of my environment. So I think it's really going to work out in the long run. I'm going to be a much better driver. Hopefully this is going to help get me to A+, as I'm still at A right now. Haven't really been trying to progress lately. I'm waiting on the Real World Series to start. That's what this channel is all about, is me making it to A+ and then racing intensely in that A+ league. But I am in the A leagues, so we'll be in the GT1 league when the Real World Series starts. I'm not sure what month that's going to be. But we're going to continue to drive in VR on my alternative account, continue to drive on VR against the single player on my main account, and get better and better in virtual reality. Because hey, I'm a believer in it. I think it's the way to go. It's the future. You know, you ain't driving unless you're driving in VR. Look, and if you can't get it because you don't have the money right now, you know, you're going to be able to get it. They're going to work out some bugs. They're going to release some software updates. By the time you get it, you'll let us early adopters take the hit for you. But it's going to be awesome. It is awesome, and it's just so great to do it. And I cannot go back to the flat screen, even if you wanted me to. I can't do it. So hopefully this is just a trend that we'll continue to see. I'm really hoping F123 is going to be in virtual reality. I don't see why it couldn't be. I think they've got the manpower to do it. From what I understand, it's easy to produce virtual reality and port things over for the PSVR 2. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you want to. If you don't, no hard feelings. See you later.